Hey guys, it's Paul here. Today I've got the new Formula E DLC that's released for rFactor 2. It should be live now, available in the Steam store for the rFactor page. I'm at Hong Kong. I thought it might be fun to do a few laps in the car, sort of give anybody who's on the fence about picking up this DLC an idea of what to expect. Pre-warn you, very difficult car, very different experience for compared to anything that I've done in sim racing up to this point. Challenging, quite a complex, tight little circuit, very difficult to pick out where the corners are. So yeah, I'll probably be pretty rubbish, but hopefully it'll give you a little idea. I've done half a dozen practice laps up to this point, so I'm not massively experienced in car yet. But I kind of wanted to get this video out to you quick, so you've got an opportunity to see what's a curious mod DLC for rFactor 2. Something very, very new, as I mentioned before. Electric cars, electric racing, something we've not seen in official capacity in a PC simulation, really up to this point. And of course, Formula E very much divides opinion between the real world series. But it's fun. Yeah, I have enjoyed my brief time in the car. It is something very, very different. The tight street circuit is a very challenging experience, on a par with something just like a Monaco, but maybe even a bit more difficult, just for the nature of the corners. The car, very nice. Obviously reasonably low performance compared to say a Formula 1 car or a Formula 2, something like that. But again, in the confines of the location in which we've got it today, the Hong Kong street track, makes for a challenging driving experience. So yeah, without further ado, let's take her out for a run. And I'll do a couple of quiet laps, let you see and hear noise of the car, and then we'll talk a little bit about it as we go around, about the DLC. And yeah, it's interesting. Let's see what happens. See, that's weird. I can rev it up and there's no real engine noise until you put it to first. Hey, there we go, electric wine. Novel thing about these cars, 2 gears, something we're not used to. So I find around Hong Kong you only really need first to get you out of the pits, then you can leave it in second for the remainder of the lap. Very tight coming, look here. Hands off the wheel job and everything. Still can't help wanting to go and pull and get another gear, but yeah, there is no gear to get. Another tight little corner, a cow-esque barrier on the outside there. That's quite cool. Hear that music in the background from the party that's going off at the side. Quite cool, something you wouldn't hear normally with a big beastie V8 engine or V10 or V12. Not my kind of music, I prefer the Who. Track looks beautiful, might add. Obviously running the DLX11 build. Little kiss of the wall there, just let me know where I am. Braking out for turn 1, very difficult. Oopsie, oh shot. Quite a nice, it's a forgiving car. When it locks on brake, because it's quite late, back end does want to slap away, so I've sort of wound a little bit of front bias on to try and compensate for that, but that obviously then encourages the fronts to lock, which is never a good thing. Really could have done with rubber tracking, but hey ho, it's late, I don't want to do it again. You see, it's very difficult to pick out, especially with increasing shadows, where exactly I want to be turning in and where the wall's coming out to meet me. first 4 or 5 laps I ever did, I had no idea that corner were there, kept circulating through pit lane, wondering what was going on. It takes a while to get used to it, it's very different. I mean, how often do you have to take your hand off the wheel to get enough lock in a sim? Nice. Well, particularly fancy a race into that turn 1 against other people, that's just asking for accidents. Bit conservative on brakes there. Oh, back end, just wanted to touch out a little. It's a lively car. And obviously I've still got fairly cold tyres and I'm on a not particularly rubbered in track, but you can see it's not all point and squirt, you know, here. Past Party Palace. Right out to outside wall. Dab of the brakes. Oh, just made it. I'll be honest, I'm not massively bowled over by the real series, but this is fun. Car's weird. Weird in the not weird in the way it's being built, but sort of the way it behaves, which is I suppose akin to the real thing, and that you'll lose grip and then it'll grip up again quite quickly. So you'll get a slide, turn into it, and then you can there was a corner there, and then catch it, and it grips back up again quite quickly. Which when you've got about 6 inches worth of wiggle room before you hit a wall, that's, yeah, you keep your concentration going on that one. Right, I'm going to shut up now and just do a couple of semi-decent contact-free laps, and then I'll pick back up again in a minute, so I'm going to shut up now. See, told you it had. Right, let's try again. There's just absolutely no room for mistakes. Okay, one more lap, we'll try and do something half decent and then I'll pick back up. Hey! Did it! How on earth these guys race these cars on this track, I do not know. So you can see, just going around there, relatively sedate pace compared to what one would ideally be doing when I'm into it. The car's still lively. I mean, I dare say I've overcut my tyres ever so slightly by my World Rally Championship style driving that I'm doing. But it's a very lively car, and there's absolutely no room for getting it wrong. As with all sort of lower horsepower cars, momentum very important, which is interesting, and it teaches you the art of patience, which is something I think a lot of people who drive racing car, real or virtual, always think the edge of control is fast and people soaring away the wheel and really gung-hoing it into corners is the quickest way to do it, but inevitably it's not. The boring, smooth-looking Alan Prosty type people of this world, that's where the pace is. It's minimising mistakes, minimising the sliding, minimising the forces and the exertions going through the car. It's where speed comes in. If you really want to sort of learn how to drive quickly, go in something low powered, Renault Clio, something like that, and really learn how to carry speed through corners, how to be as conservative as you can behind the wheel of the car. And this is a good tool for that kind of thing, because quite simply, you cannot afford to make a mistake or you are out of contention. I mean, I've cheated slightly for this because talking and driving is not easy, and I've not practiced as much as I would like, so I've turned damage off. But if I had damage on, it's game over for me already. Doing a stint, doing a race is interesting. So, onto the car, onto the DLC and the track itself. I'll start with the track. Stunning. See what you like. Oh, sugar. There we go. That's the pit lane trick. See, keep your hands on the wheel when driving, people. Pit lane speed limit. Change view even. Pit lane speed limiter. There we go. See what you want about the layout of the circuit, but the way Studio 397 have brought it to life, it looks beautiful. It looks absolutely good. I mean, look at that. Look at the scenery. The detail that's gone in. Have a quick look. Really is gorgeous. Ferris wheel over in the background there. All the city. Different signs, former rebranding. They've done a really, really spectacular job on the surrounding area. Feels very alive, very atmospheric, and I love the little fine details that you've got where I say you can hear the music from the little party palace area getting louder as you get closer to it, and you can just hear it picking up now, and it's just in this little corner. There you go. Dreadful music. Yeah, if it came out after 1969 and doesn't have guitars in it, I ain't interested. Now where we're going. So, track looks good. Well made. Performance, actually. FPS is really good. I know they got a little bit of criticism for the first iteration of the GT3s for being a little bit sort of struggling on performance compared to some of the other vanilla content and mods that are out there, but this runs really good. I mean, I traditionally run VR with the Oculus Rift when using rFactor, but for the sake of this stream I've gone to a single screen so I can do this, and in the Rift runs really good. Actually feels really good in the Rift. That's where I've done the majority of my half dozen laps testing. And then I've just come onto the single screen, which obviously is considerably less taxing. Basically whacked everything up, and yeah, single car, practicing like I'm doing now, everything whacked up. Runs like a dream. I've got a GTX 980 Ti, so a good card, but by no means the latest tech. And yeah, it's very much on a par with some of the better optimised content that comes in the simulation so far. In terms of the car, obviously really well done, lovely model. It has all the 2017-2018 season teams, drivers and liveries, although when you purchase it today, you may notice not all the liveries are in there at the moment, but there's a reason behind that, which Marcel will explain all when we have our developer Q&A live stream test drive on Wednesday evening at 8:30 GMT on our Twitch channel. So tune in for that one. We'll be spending quite a bit of time with Marcel and a few others talking about these cars, driving around them. That's on Twitch TV/RaceDepartment. Also, while you're there, give us a like, subscribe, we'd really appreciate it. These things really help. Same with our YouTube channel, Facebook, Twitter. If you can sort of like, subscribe, and do the appropriates on there, then that gives us the platform and the power to go and do more and more awesome content for you guys. That makes us feel good as well, eh? So yeah, come on, do me a favour, press me a button, that'll be awesome. So yeah, we'll be taking these out with Marcel and a few other select people, giving them a good run for the money, talking to Marcel about rFactor, Formula E, the DLC of course, and what's gone into getting this where it is, and what we can expect in future, both from this partnership with the FIA Formula E Championship and of course other officially licensed content that's coming to the simulation. So yeah, this has been a very brief, very exciting, somewhat scrappy talk and drive on the new Energize Formula E DLC for rFactor 2, available today through the Steam store for rFactor, for our Studio 397. And yep, like the real life series or not, the DLC, pretty damn good. Well, hey, there you go. Got it sideways just to sign off. I've been Paul. This has been Race Department. Pleasure as always. Catch you Wednesday, 8:30 GMT, for some more of the same. And I've just been talking on my own, and that's been hard. So yeah, let's get loads of cars on grid and Marcel and have an intelligent back and forth, because that's going to be easy. Peace and love, guys. Take it easy. See you next time.